Famous scientist Dr. Chan Thomas released disturbing book, Adam and Eve's Story. It was released in 1966 and classified by the CIA before anyone could read it. We've already confirmed that the poles shift over time, and we also know that continents drift over much longer periods of time. However, the book describes a shift that occurred in less than a day, with scary implications that make a horror movie look like child's play. The Earth's poles, as we know them, suddenly shift. The north becomes the south, and vice versa. This isn't a simple swap of compass directions, but a wholesale rearrangement of our planet's magnetic field. Pole shifts occur naturally over geological timescales, taking hundreds of thousands to millions of years. They're part of Earth's natural rhythm, like the ticking of a geological clock. But what if that clock were to suddenly speed up? The science behind pole shifts is complex, yet intriguing. Our planet's magnetic field is generated by the swirling, molten iron within its outer core. This geodynamo, driven by Earth's rotation and the heat escaping from the core, creates the magnetic field that shields us from harmful solar radiation. Now imagine if the geodynamo were to falter. If the Earth's rotation were to slow or the core to cool too quickly, the magnetic field could weaken, even collapse. Then, as the geodynamo re-establishes itself, the magnetic field could re-emerge with the poles in new locations. This is a pole shift. The potential effects of a rapid pole shift are catastrophic. Without the magnetic field to shield us, solar radiation could wreak havoc on life. Climate patterns could change drastically, leading to mass extinctions. It's a scenario straight out of a science fiction novel, yet it's grounded in scientific theory. As we delve into the understanding of these dramatic events predicted by that book, we must ask ourselves, if this book is nothing more than a product of science fiction imagination, why would the CIA decide to classify it? How likely is it for such a scenario to actually unfold? A classified book, hidden from the public eye, holds secrets that could change our understanding of history and the future. This book explores the history of cataclysmic events and makes predictions about potential future catastrophes, including the end of the world. This enigmatic tome is not a work of fiction, but a compilation of data, research and theories that have been painstakingly gathered over centuries. The book's origins are shrouded in mystery, its existence only known to a select few. It was classified, kept from the public domain due to the earth-shattering revelations it contains. The classified book delves into a cataclysmic event that has been largely overlooked in our historical records, a pole shift mass extinction. According to the book, this event occurred thousands of years ago, causing phenomenal changes in our planet's geography, climate, and ecosystem. The evidence it provides is compelling, with geological data supporting the theory of a dramatic pole shift. This catastrophic event would have caused mass extinctions, altering the course of life on Earth. The book further postulates that humanity, against all odds, survived this mass extinction. This classified book, however, does not merely present a tale of survival. It also offers an alternative perspective on the origins of humanity. It suggests that the survivors of this pole shift mass extinction could be the true Adam and Eve, the progenitors of all modern humans. This theory, while controversial, is backed by genetic research presented within the book. The classified book holds more than just secrets. Its pages contain a story that could redefine our understanding of history, of humanity, and of the world as we know it. We may think we know the story of Adam and Eve, but that book is actually telling a quite different tale. Let's delve into the narrative as unveiled by the classified book. By the book, Adam and Eve were not the mythical figures from the Garden of Eden. Instead, they were survivors, the ones who endured the cataclysmic pole shift, mass extinction. Picture a world in chaos, the Earth's magnetic field shifting dramatically, causing catastrophic climate change. Amidst this turmoil, our protagonists, Adam and Eve, managed to survive. Adam and Eve, in this context, are symbolic figures representing the first of our kind to endure this mass extinction event. They became the progenitors of the human race, not through divine intervention, but through sheer willpower and a bit of luck. The narrative shifts from divine creation to survival, resilience, and rebirth. It challenges our understanding of humanity's beginnings, and this book presents a new version of Adam and Eve and asks us to reconsider the narratives we have accepted as truth. The pole shift mass extinction isn't just a tale from the past, it has profound implications for our future. let's delve into the future implications of another pole shift mass extinction. The first chapter of the book describes a terrifying future. The book predicts a 90-degree shift in the Earth's axis, causing the planet to tilt on its side. The poles move towards the equator, and the equator becomes the new poles. An unprecedented earthquake begins, unlike any earthquake in history. The seawater in the Pacific piles up into a mountain more than 2 miles high and then starts racing eastward. The wind gusts, shredding everything in a supersonic bombardment. In many places, the Earth's molten sublayer breaks through, spreading liquid fire. All the great cities are gone. In less than a day, entire continents turn into frozen hells, freezing everything alive. Humans, animals, plants, even mud. Even the warmest places reach temperatures of -80 degrees. The fury of the sea continues for 6 days before starting to settle. The Bay of Bengal Basin, just east of India, is now the North Pole, and the Pacific Ocean, just west of Peru, is now the South Pole. Greenland and Antarctica now have tropical temperatures. New York lies at the bottom of the Atlantic. The fortunate few survivors find themselves in the Stone Age, intertwining their fate with the legends of Noah, Atlantis, Mu, and Olympus. A few years ago, the book was finally declassified. As for the question of why the CIA kept the book a secret for so many years, and why only 57 pages out of the total 284 were released, we don't really know. However, one thing is clear: the CIA found this book to be dangerous. This ancient tome, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, holds within its pages a narrative of our history, a key to our existence and a guide to our future. The power of this knowledge cannot be overstated, and yet, the process of pole shifts is complex and occurs over a long period of time, typically thousands of years. And there is currently no scientific evidence to suggest that it could happen in less than a day. We can't be certain what prompted the CIA to classify that book and what was deemed dangerous about it. But for now, a pole shift causing the end of the world seems pretty unlikely. However, if you want to witness a real cosmic phenomenon that could potentially lead to the end of the world as we know it, watch the next video.